The house stood at 657 Boulevard, a majestic Dutch Colonial built in 1905, bathed in the golden hue of a New Jersey afternoon. To Derek and Maria, it was the culmination of a lifetime of hard work. They imagined their 3 children running across the manicured lawn, the sun glinting off the windows. But as they unlocked the heavy oak door for the first time, the house seemed to inhale, a draught of cold air pulling them inside. It was perfect, too perfect. 3 days later, the mailbox flag was up. Inside lay a single, thick white envelope addressed in clunky, blocky handwriting to the new owner. Derek stood in the kitchen, the smell of fresh paint still lingering, and tore it open. The letter began warmly, but descended quickly into madness. Dearest new neighbor at 657 Boulevard, allow me to welcome you. My grandfather watched the house in the 1920s, and my father watched in the 1960s. It is now my time. Do you know the history of the house? Do you know what lies within the walls of 657 Boulevard? Why are you here? I will find out. Renovations began, but the atmosphere shifted. Workers reported tools going missing and strange heavy footsteps on the floor above them when the house was empty. Then the second letter arrived. It was more personal. I see you have flooded the house with contractors. I don't like that. You are destroying the house's soul. And I see you have brought me young blood. The letter listed their children's names and nicknames, names only shouted inside the house. Will the young blood play in the basement, or are they too afraid to go down there alone? I would be very afraid if I were them. It is far away from the rest of the house. If you were upstairs, you would never hear them scream. Paranoia set in. Maria stopped letting the children play outside. One evening, while checking the locks, she froze. In the enclosed porch, her daughter had set up an easel to paint. The latest letter, arriving that morning, had read, "Who is the little artist in the family? I see she likes to paint on the enclosed porch. Is she drawing a picture of me? I am closer than you think." Maria looked out into the pitch-black yard. The tree line seemed to shift. A shadow detached itself from the darkness and stood still, facing the window. They never spent a single night in the house. The final straw wasn't a letter, but a realization. Derek found the old dumbwaiter in the hallway, a small freight elevator used for moving food between floors. He opened the small door and peered into the dark shaft. Etched into the wood on the inside, fresh and jagged, were words, "I am the Watcher." The family fled that night, leaving their dream home empty, where it stood, waiting, watching for the next victim.